Hello and welcome to SAYED'S Biology. Let's talk today about the anatomy of the blood vessels. Broadly, blood vessels are categorized as artery and vein according to the blood conducted. Let's talk the anatomy of the artery first. Arteries are blood vessels that carry oxygenated blood away from the heart to various parts of the body. They are thick-walled, muscular tubes that have a characteristic structure that differs from veins. Histologically, the artery is composed of three layers. They are tunica intima, tunica media and tunica adventitia or tunica externa from inner to outer. Tunica intima is the innermost layer of the artery and is made up of a thin layer of endothelial cells that are in contact with the blood. The tunica intima is separated from the tunica media by an internal elastic membrane. Tunica media is the most thickest layer of the artery and is made up of smooth muscle cells and elastic fibers. The smooth muscle cells are responsible for the regulation of blood flow and blood pressure. The elastic fibers allow the artery to expand and contract in response to changes in blood pressure. The tunica media is separated from the tunica adventitia by an external elastic membrane. Tunica adventitia is the outermost layer of the artery and is composed of connective tissue. It provides support and protection to the artery. On the other hand, veins are blood vessels that carry deoxygenated blood back to the heart from various parts of the body. They are thin-walled, less muscular tubes that have a different structure compared to arteries. Tunica intima is the innermost layer of the vein and is made up of a thin layer of endothelial cells that are in contact with the blood. The tunica intima in veins is thinner than in arteries. Tunica media is the middle layer of the vein and is made up of smooth muscle cells and elastic fibers. The smooth muscle cells in veins are less developed than in arteries. The elastic fibers allow the vein to expand and contract in response to changes in blood pressure. Tunica adventitia is the outermost layer of the vein and is composed of connective tissue. It provides support and protection to the vein. The tunica adventitia in veins is thicker than in arteries. Now let's talk about the differences between arteries and veins. Number 1. Arteries have a thicker tunica media and a smaller lumen compared to veins, which have a thinner tunica media and a larger lumen. Number 2. Arteries carry oxygenated blood away from the heart, while veins carry deoxygenated blood back to the heart. Number 3. Veins have valves to prevent backflow of blood, while arteries do not have valves. Number 4. Arteries have a higher blood pressure than veins. Number 5. Arteries have a characteristic pulse due to the contraction of the heart, while veins do not have a pulse. In conclusion, the anatomy of arteries and veins differs in their structure and function. Understanding the anatomy of these blood vessels is important in diagnosing and treating cardiovascular diseases.